Hello everyone, I'm here to talk about Trey Hendrickson. I wasn't planning to make a video on this, but as I sat on it throughout the day, which this is being uploaded the day after Hendrickson spoke to media, I decided, this is something to talk about because it does affect the Bengals on the field, and it can affect them in many other ways to the organization. Now, as we all know, the Bengals ponied up and paid Jamar Chase and T. Higgins a lot of money, and they did that to make Joe Burrow happy. The problem, they have so much money tied up in their wide receiving core that they're not able to really spread it out to the defense. Now, for most owners, this wouldn't be a problem because they have enough cap space, you can do signing bonuses, guarantees, all that. Here's the issue. The Bengals are cheap. I believe they're still the only team to not have an indoor practice facility. They put up like an inflatable thing, which is like an FCS college level production. It's really sad. I just don't really get the Bengals, how they are. I don't get how Mike Brown's still eligible to be the owner of the team. I am surprised the NFL has not forced him out by now because of his cheapness. And I'm sure a lot of Bengals fans would be okay if he was forced out. But the quotes that came out from today, and the biggest thing that caught my eye was and this is from Trey Hendrickson, if I don't show up, I will be fined, alludes to the fact that something won't get done in that time frame. They're going to fine him for not being able to pay him, for not wanting to pay him, they're going to fine him money. Now, it's pretty sleazy if you ask me. And he went on to say he will not play for the Bengals this year if he does not have a new contract, which is pretty damning if you ask me. Considering the Cincinnati Bengals with Trey Hendrickson on the field in 909 dropbacks, and this is courtesy of Warren Sharp. Thank you very much for doing this research. A success of 8th best success at 44%, 11th completion rate at 64%, 19 in EPA at just pretty much straight 0, and 8 passer rating, 12 pressure rate, and that's the good part. Let's look at him off the field. 32 in team ranking for success at 5%, 32 in comp rate at 69%, 32 in EPA per pass attempt at 0.16, 32 for pass rate at 106.2, 32 for pressure rate at 25%. Now that's 294 dropbacks. You can say, hey, smaller sample size. Listen, I don't care with what you say, smaller sample size or what, that's still very bad. And the Bengals already do not have a good defense. I was very much not the biggest Shamar Stewart fan. I plan to do a video talking about draft picks at some point, but I was not his biggest supporter as a pass rusher. I don't think he's going to give you all that pass rushing juice you can have with Trey Hendrickson. I do not think the Bengals have a good enough defense to argue, hey, we can let this guy go and we'll be fine. They do not. Their secondary, not good. Their linebackers, not good. Their D-line, not good. And they're in a physical division that's going to wear and tear on you. I just don't get what they're doing. Because what's the number one move you can do to beat a great quarterback? Prevent him from touching the football. How do you do that? You keep him on the sideline. And you keep that defense of theirs on the field. You run the ball, you play ball control offense, and you shorten the game. If the Bengals don't have Trey Hendrickson, that game is shortened drastically. Those touches Joe Burrow gets is going to be far and few in between. And that's just the issue, is the Bengals screwed up this offseason. I'll say it, they screwed up. They should not pay T. Higgins. I understand you want to make Joe Burrow happy. I very much get that. Here's the problem. You needed to get your defense up and running because this is not a legitimate Super Bowl contender with that defense. I don't care what you say. Oh, they got hot at the end of the season. They got hot because Joe Burrow was playing like a deity. He was on fire. But the Bengals as a team were very much not. And it's just this thing of the Bengals are just going to keep on being Charlie Brown in the football. They're going to get all their hopes up. We got Joe Burrow. We're going to kick this field goal. And their defense, Lucy, is just going to pull it away, and they're going to land flat on their back every single time. And it's going to be a repeat and a repeat and a repeat. And it probably will stay that way until Mike Brown is no longer the owner. I don't know the succession rate behind that, who gets the team after him. I don't know if it'll be sold. There's a lot of things there I'm just unaware of. But I do know this. The Cincinnati Bengals are a complete and utter mess. They prioritized a player they probably shouldn't have when they needed to focus on something else. And it's going to kick them in the teeth this season, and it's probably going to result in them missing the playoffs again, because without Trey Hendrickson, I don't like their chances. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And hey, if you'd share this, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can. Going to be producing more NFL content. Got some NFL draft content still coming up. I'm working on my full thoughts on all the draft prospects. I know it's a little late, but I'm still iffy on some drafts, and I want to make sure I'm very thoughtful with what I say, because I understand these are prospects at the end of the day. But yeah, I am excited to upload that when that gets going. I have some NBA content that's going to be coming out on this channel a lot with the NBA playoffs and the NBA draft coming up. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and have a great day.